He was the perfect gentleman, always a gentleman. He thought about that as he listened to the two lovers talking as they strolled near University Lake. It was all so dreamily romantic. It was so right for him. They were maneuvering into a rowboat that was gently rocking alongside a long dock on the lake. There was almost a full moon, and it looked serene and beautiful to Tom and Ro as they slowly paddled out into the glistening lake. Ro Tierney and Tom Hutchinson were the golden couple. It was just about the only thing the students from Duke and the nearby University of North Carolina could agree on. The scandal of Duke's football captain dating Carolina's Azalea Queen made the romance even spicier. They fumbled with uncooperative buttons and zippers as they slowly drifted on the lake. Ro wound up wearing only her earrings and the borrowed dress pearls. Tom had on his white shirt, but it was open all the way. Under the moon's watchful eye, they began to make love. The gentleman felt a column of rage welling up inside him. His dark side was bursting through, the brutal, repressed animal, the modern-day werewolf. Suddenly, something powerful was pulling Tom Hutchinson out of the boat. Before he hit the water, Ro heard him yell. It was a strange noise that sounded like, "Ah!" Tom's large, strong hands went up to his throat and touched something warm. Blood was gushing out and spreading through the lake water. Horrified, he found the knife embedded there. In the rocking, drifting rowboat, meanwhile, Ro Tierney was too confused and shocked even to scream. Her heart was pounding. She began to grope for her clothes. Swiftly, close to the boat, something burst out of the black-looking water. It felt like an explosion under the lake. "I didn't mean to scare you," the gentleman spoke softly. "Don't be alarmed," he whispered. "We're old friends. To be perfectly honest, I've watched you for over 2 years. Suddenly, Ro started to scream as if there were no tomorrow. For Ro Tierney, there wasn't.
Washington, D.C., April 1994. I was on the sun porch of our house on 5th Street when it all began. My 2 kids, Damon and Janelle, were sitting on the trusty piano bench beside me. Both Janie and Damon knew I was having some trouble in my life lately. They were trying to cheer me up. Someone began to pound insistently against the doorframe, and my name was shouted in a plaintive and alarming way. "Dr. Cross, please come, please, Dr. Cross." I hurried to the back door, grabbing my service revolver on the way. This can be a bad neighborhood, even for a cop, which I am. I recognized Rita Washington, a 23-year-old pipehead who prowled our streets. There was a lot of blood on Rita's hands and wrists, and on the front of her car coat. "Please, please come with me." Rita started to cough and sob at the same time. "It's little Marcus Daniels," she cried. "It's real bad. He called your name." "You stay there, kids. I'll be right back," I shouted over Rita's hysterical cries. "Nana, please watch the kids," I yelled even louder. "I have to go out." I grabbed my coat and followed Rita into the cold rain. I held Marcus Daniels in my arms. The little boy was bleeding badly. Rita Washington had taken me to his crumpled body. I ran like the wind, crying inside. "Hold on, baby," I said. Halfway there, Marcus cried out in a tiny voice, "Dr. Alex, man." That was all he said to me. I knew why. I knew a lot about Marcus. I raced up the steep drive to St. Anthony's Hospital. "We're here, Marcus. We're at the hospital," I whispered. But he didn't hear me. He was unconscious now. The doctor rushed in. "The boy's 11 years old," I said. "Both his wrists are cut. A suicide attempt." "Hold on, baby," I whispered to Marcus.
Click. Casanova popped the trunk latch of his car and peered into the wide, shiny, wet eye staring out at him. "Peekaboo," he said. "I see you." He had fallen out of love with the 22-year-old college student tied up in the trunk. He was also angry at her. She had disobeyed the rules. He took out his black carrying bag first, then he roughly lifted her out of the car. "You can just walk ahead of me. Go straight unless I tell you otherwise." "Now walk," he ordered. The woods got thicker as they moved along. Casanova was tall and athletic, well-built and good-looking. He knew that he could have many women, but not the way he wanted them. Not like this. As the young woman struggled ahead, she became increasingly afraid. She knew her captor's name. Casanova. He fancied himself a great lover. He had given her the rules of his house,